Chris Tucker has a rare gift. He does not just make audiences laugh, he breaks the people around him. Icons, legends, even presidents. Nobody is immune, and whether it is on a movie set or halfway across the world, the story is always the same. The man genuinely knows everyone.
He knows everybody.
Yeah. You know everybody?
I kind of do, you know. And
Not only do you know Michael Jordan,
I wear Jordan 1s and the most comfortable shoes, and every time I see Michael, he look at your shoes. First thing he do is look down, what kind of shoes you got? Reebok, or are you crazy?
Then there is Muhammad Ali calling him a funny mother Tucker. Chris's reaction says everything.
Said, you a funny mother Tucker. I said, oh, did he really? I thought he was going to say something else.
When Chris went to Prince's house, the man had a full club inside his home.
You hang out with Prince now.
I went over his house, man, because Prince have a club.
And Stevie Wonder did not compliment him or hype him up.
You know Stevie's, oh man, he called me.
keep trying. You're going to have to go way deep into Stevie Wonder.
When Chris became one of Hollywood's highest paid actors, his family's reaction was exactly what you would expect.
What is your family's reaction to your success?
Oh, they all quit their jobs when they found out I was making $20 million a year. They said, we rich. I was like, no, I'm rich.
Now, Jackie Chan had the opposite problem. He was too generous. Every single day on the Rush Hour set, Jackie would send Chris a new gift.
Jackie was so kind and so nice. He would give me a gift every day on the first Rush Hour set. He would send me over a different gift. I said, man, what is this? Part of his culture? He's so nice. Then I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway.
And when Chris went to Hong Kong, nobody knew who he was. He was looking for familiar faces and finding none.
I was the only black person in Hong Kong. I was looking for black people. I said, where are the black people at? No black people, no. They thought I was Kobe Bryant, man. They didn't know who I was.
Really, Kobe Bryant?
Like, Kobe, sign my autograph, Kobe. We love you. Where's Shaq?
But all of that is just the warm-up, because the Michael Jackson stories are on another level.
In public anywhere with Michael Jackson?
You know what? We go to the movies sometimes, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. So Michael come in there like with a ninja suit on. He's hiding and I'm sitting there with, where's Michael? And then I turn around. He's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes. I'm sorry. And then all of a sudden, we watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
You know? Yeah, he's watching the movie like, hee. I said, Michael, would you shut up before people see you? Sorry, it was funny, Chris.
Yeah.
Then there is the TV story. Chris makes the mistake of complimenting a flat-screen TV. Michael immediately tries to give it to him.
Michael was just so nice. He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat-screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, I didn't want the TV. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you my Rolls.
Chris even tried copying Michael's iconic dance moves. There was just one problem. Chris is left-handed, so every step comes out wrong. And every single time, Michael Jackson completely loses it laughing. The greatest dancer in the world, broken by a man stepping on the wrong foot. Back to Jackie for a second, because when Chris visited him in China, the hotel they were staying in belonged to Jackie. The restaurant they were eating at also belonged to Jackie.
He owned everything. He's like, you like hotel? He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel. No. So I got to do more movies. And then he was like, wow, you over here. I said, I came to see you. What do you think I'm over here for? You're the only person I know in China.
Then there is the Charlie Sheen Ferrari story. Chris was 24, completely fearless, and just asked Charlie if he could borrow his Ferrari.
Fearless, like, Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari. He was like, okay, sure. I was like, what?
There were so many cars in the driveway back then.
Yeah.
It was cool to have another parking space open, you know?
I kept that Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He was like, do you have my Ferrari? I said, I think I do.
Right.
He said, you want to bring it back? Okay.
Money talk.
Oh, Money Talk
God,
with Charlie
Money
Sheen.
Talk.
That's Charlie Sheen. That was the funnest movie ever, man, because I would show up late for work, and Charlie wouldn't show up at all. They were like, they'd be arguing with me, and then all of a sudden, Charlie ain't even here. What y'all arguing with me for? Find Charlie first, okay?
Early in his career, his brothers came to watch him perform at a comedy club.
Others, I invited them down to the club, and from, being from Georgia, and like you said, they, being a comedian, like, what? They was all laughing at me, like, all right, I'm gonna come down there and see you perform. I invited them down to the comedy club, and they was down there, and I was on the list, but being a comedian, you might not get to go up.
It's not guaranteed.
So I didn't get to go up that night, so I had to ride all the way home, and they was in the car. I thought you was a comedian. You didn't go up and all this stuff, and I said, okay, one day I'm gonna go up, y'all gonna see. So now they ask me for money every day, and I said, I thought you was gonna pay me back. When you gonna pay me back?
Even Bill Clinton became part of the story.
I went to Africa one time with Bill Clinton. I started doing impressions of Bill Clinton. He started liking it. He was like, oh, shit, that sounds just like me. He invited me to Africa. He said, Tucker, you want to go to Africa with me? You're black. I'm black. I think you're like it. So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. Every country we went to. Finally, I got tired. We got to Nigeria. He wanted me to do it in front of the president of Nigeria. And I was scared. Shit, if I mess it up, they put me in jail. And Tucker, come on now. I need you. I done set it up now. Come on, don't let me down. You want to ride home, right? Huh?
And through all of this, the legends, the Ferraris, the Michael Jackson moments, Chris Tucker was also making it nearly impossible to film anything. Rush Hour bloopers alone could fill a documentary. One scene in Money Talks took 56 takes. 56! And even in the final version, you can still see someone trying not to laugh. Chris Tucker does not just make audiences laugh. He makes everybody laugh. Even the people who are supposed to be acting. The Rush Hour origin story makes it even better. Their first meeting was complete confusion.
We was in a meeting and we was getting ready to do the movie and Jackie didn't say nothing the whole time. He was just like shaking his head. Okay.
First time I met Chris Tucker, we tried to make Rush Hour 1, then I sit in the meeting room. Jackie! He keep talking, I just looking.
He's so fast.
And I pulled the director aside after the meeting. I said, does he speak English, man? It's no way we can do this movie if he don't speak English, man. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That was the whole thing I came up with. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I was like, the first time I met him, I was like, do he understand English? Does he speak English?
When Chris Tucker was asked to do an impersonation of a politician, the anchor could barely hold it together.
Donald, are you serious? Believe me. Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello. Believe me.
But the funniest moment was when Michael came to visit Chris at his home.
But Michael came to the house and the dog just attacked him. Michael like, oh, Chris, oh. I got in the car. I said, Michael, what's going on? Michael's like, dog came to the front door and he attacked me and he bit me. I said, Michael, are you okay? Michael, are you okay? Are you okay, Michael? Chris, I've been bit by a small animal.
When Chris Tucker met Robert De Niro, he was really tense. But what happened next completely flipped the moment.
Think about Robert De Niro, Mr. De Niro, this legend and stuff. So you get a little tensed up, but he's just like us, I was with him, he asked simple questions like me. He's like, what are you having for lunch? You having? So I don't know what you're having. I don't know. Whatever you're having, whatever you want to have. I don't know. Whatever they serving, I take whatever they.
Stars live in Hollywood. You live in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta.
Do they leave you alone in Atlanta?
Sometimes it's because they don't see a lot of celebrities, so they be coming up to me, looking at me like, hey, man, you? I'm like, yeah, I'm me. You? Like, what you doing out here in the grocery store shopping? I gotta eat, too. I'm getting some food. You think I'm a superhero?